Hey Aries, I just sat down with the cards for you, and honestly what came through is something I need to share right away because the energy here is absolutely remarkable. I have been doing readings for years now, and there are moments when the cards just speak with such clarity that you cannot ignore what they are saying, and this is one of those moments for you, Aries. So let me start from the beginning because I want you to understand the full picture of what is unfolding in your life right now. The universe has been working behind the scenes for you in ways that you probably have not even realized yet, and everything is about to become crystal clear. I shuffled the deck with your energy in mind, and the cards that came out are telling such a powerful story about elevation, success, and claiming what is rightfully yours. The first card that appeared is the Ten of Wands, and I have to tell you, Aries, this card stopped me for a moment because it is showing me something really important about where you have been. This card traditionally shows someone carrying a heavy burden, right? Someone who has been shouldering so much responsibility and weight on their own. But here's what I am picking up for you specifically. This is not about you continuing to carry these burdens. This card is appearing to acknowledge everything you have been carrying, and the universe is essentially saying, I see you. I see how much you have handled. I see the strength it took to get through what you have been through. You know what strikes me about the Ten of Wands in your reading is that it represents the final stage of a cycle of hard work. Think about it, Aries. You have been pushing, striving, working so incredibly hard towards your goals and dreams. Maybe you have felt exhausted at times. Maybe you have wondered if it was all worth it. Maybe there were moments when you wanted to put everything down and walk away. But you did not. You kept going even when it felt impossibly heavy. The Ten of Wands is here to validate that entire journey, but here's where it gets interesting and where the divine intervention really starts to show up in your reading. This card is not the end of your story. It is actually the setup for what comes next. The universe needed you to develop this strength, this resilience, this absolute determination, because what you are moving into requires someone who has been tested and proven. You could not receive what is coming if you had not gone through what you went through. Does that make sense? Everything you carried was actually building the foundation for the success that is about to manifest. I want you to really sit with this for a moment because the Ten of Wands in this position is telling me that God, the universe, whatever you want to call this divine force, has been watching you struggle with grace. You did not complain endlessly. You did not give up. You kept your integrity even when things got hard. And that matters more than you know. The heavy lifting phase is complete, Aries. What you have been carrying is about to be lifted from your shoulders in a way that will feel like a miracle. Now the second card, and oh my goodness, Aries, when I pulled this I actually had to pause because the Seven of Swords appeared, and this card is so fascinating in your reading. Most people see the Seven of Swords and think deception or someone sneaking around, but that is not what I am getting here at all. What I am seeing is that you are about to employ some serious strategy in your life. The Seven of Swords is about being clever, being smart, being strategic about how you move forward. Here is what the cards are showing me. You have learned so much from your experiences, from the challenges, from the times when things did not go as planned. And now you are not going to just charge forward blindly. You are going to move with intelligence and discernment. The Seven of Swords is telling me that you are going to outsmart any obstacles that come your way. You are going to see opportunities that other people miss because you have developed this incredible strategic mind through everything you have been through. What I love about this card in your reading is that it shows you taking what you have learned and using it to your advantage. You are not going to be naive anymore, Aries. You are not going to trust blindly or give your energy to situations and people who do not deserve it. The Seven of Swords is about selective focus. You are going to choose your battles wisely, invest your time and energy strategically, and position yourself for maximum success. This is high-level chess playing, and you are about to become a master at it. There is also something here about reclaiming what is yours. The Seven of Swords can indicate taking back something that was taken from you, whether that is your power, your confidence, your joy, or even literal opportunities. I am seeing that you are going to retrieve aspects of yourself and your life that you may have lost along the way. And you are going to do it in such a clever way that people will not even see it coming. You are moving into a phase where you are the one in control of the narrative, Aries. The third card is the Six of Swords, and this is where the reading really starts to show the transition that is happening for you. The Six of Swords is literally the card of moving from turbulent waters to calm waters, from chaos to peace, from struggle to ease. After everything the Ten of Wands showed about what you have been carrying and the Seven of Swords showed about your strategic awakening, the Six of Swords is confirming that you are moving forward into something so much better. I want you to understand what this card is promising you, Aries. It is not just about things getting a little bit better. The Six of Swords represents a fundamental shift in your circumstances. You are leaving behind an entire chapter of difficulty and entering a new phase where things flow more easily, where you have more support, where life feels less like a constant battle. This is a divinely guided transition, and you are being carried forward by forces beyond your control in the best possible way. What strikes me about the Six of Swords in your reading is the sense of peace that comes with it. After so much intensity, after so much heavy energy, you are moving into calmer waters. This does not mean nothing will ever challenge you again, but it means the constant overwhelming pressure is lifting. You are going to be able to breathe again, Aries. You are going to be able to think clearly, plan effectively, and actually enjoy your life instead of just surviving it. There is also guidance here about letting go. The Six of Swords asks you to leave behind old patterns, old beliefs about yourself, old fears that have held you back. You cannot take all that baggage with you into this new chapter. The universe is asking you to travel light, to trust the journey, to believe that where you are going is so much better than where you have been. And I am seeing that you are ready for this. It is time to move on, and the cards are confirming that this movement is supported and blessed. Now, we come to the Five of Wands, and this card is interesting because it might seem like conflict or competition, but in the context of your reading it is showing me something different. The Five of Wands is about dynamic energy, about things heating up, about multiple opportunities or options coming your way. Yes, there might be some competition involved, but here's the thing, Aries, you are about to thrive in competitive environments because you have something that others do not have right now. What you have is divine favor and momentum. The Five of Wands is showing me that you are entering a phase where there is a lot of activity, a lot of movement, a lot of things happening all at once. This might feel a bit chaotic at first, but it is actually really good energy for you. You are someone who performs well under pressure, who rises to challenges, who gets energized by having something to strive for. The Five of Wands is putting you in the arena, and you are going to win. I am also seeing with this card that you might need to stand your ground on something. There could be people who challenge your ideas, your plans, or your vision for yourself. But you have the strength and the clarity now to hold your position without getting rattled. The Five of Wands is teaching you that not everyone needs to agree with you for you to succeed. In fact, some of the tension and debate might actually help you refine your approach and become even more certain about your path. What I really want you to understand about the Five of Wands is that it represents creative tension that leads to breakthrough. When different energies clash and compete, it creates sparks, and those sparks can ignite amazing things. You are being asked to embrace the dynamic quality of this time in your life, to see challenges as opportunities to prove yourself, and to trust that you have what it takes to come out on top in any situation where you need to compete or defend your position. The fifth card absolutely floored me when it came out, Aries. The Nine of Pentacles appeared, and this is one of the most beautiful cards of self-sufficiency, abundance, and enjoying the fruits of your labor. This card is showing me that everything you have worked for, everything you have struggled through, everything you have invested your time and energy into is about to pay off in a major way. The Nine of Pentacles is luxury, it is comfort, it is financial stability, it is being able to enjoy life because you have created something solid and real for yourself. What I love about this card in your reading is that it shows you standing in your own garden that you cultivated with your own hands. This is not about getting lucky or having something handed to you. The Nine of Pentacles is about earning your success through dedication and hard work and then getting to actually enjoy it. You are moving into a time where you are going to experience the rewards of everything you have put in, Aries, and it is going to feel so incredibly satisfying. I am seeing financial improvement with this card, possibly a significant increase in income or resources. But it is more than just money. The Nine of Pentacles is about feeling abundant in every area of your life. You are going to feel confident, secure, independent, and proud of what you have achieved. There is a refinement to this energy, a sense of having elevated yourself to a new level of living. You might find yourself enjoying nicer things, creating a more beautiful environment for yourself, investing in quality over quantity. The Nine of Pentacles also speaks to independence and self-reliance. You are going to reach a point where you do not need anyone else to complete you or provide for you. You are whole and sufficient on your own. This does not mean you will be alone, but it means you will be with people and in situations because you choose them, not because you need them. That is such a powerful position to be in, Aries. You are becoming someone who knows their worth and refuses to settle for less than they deserve. What really gets me excited about the Nine of Pentacles in your reading is the timeline. This card suggests that what I am describing is not some distant future possibility. This is something that is manifesting for you soon. The work has been done, the seeds have been planted, and now it is harvest time. Get ready to receive, Aries, because abundance is coming your way and you have absolutely earned it. Card number 6 is the Page of Swords, and I have to tell you, this card brings such fresh, exciting energy to your reading. The Page of Swords is about new ideas, new perspectives, mental clarity, and the courage to speak your truth. After the abundance of the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords is showing me that you are also going to experience a renewal of your mental and communicative energy. You are going to have ideas, Aries, brilliant ideas that could change everything for you. What I am picking up with the Page of Swords is that you are entering a phase of intellectual curiosity and learning. You might find yourself drawn to new subjects, wanting to develop new skills, or seeing connections and possibilities that you never noticed before. Your mind is going to be so sharp and alert. You are going to cut through confusion and see situations with crystal clarity. This is going to serve you incredibly well in both your personal and professional life. The Page of Swords also indicates communication, and I am seeing that you are going to find your voice in a new way. Maybe you have held back from speaking up in the past. Maybe you have been afraid to share your real thoughts and opinions. Maybe you have dimmed your light to make others comfortable. That ends now. The Page of Swords is giving you the courage and clarity to say what needs to be said, to ask the questions that need to be asked, to challenge what needs to be challenged. There is also something here about being a messenger or communicator. You might find yourself in a position where you are sharing information, teaching others, or becoming known for your ideas and insights. The Page of Swords can indicate writing, speaking, social media presence, or any form of communication that reaches people. Your words are going to have impact, Aries. When you speak, people are going to listen because they can sense the truth and clarity in what you are saying. What I really appreciate about the Page of Swords in your reading is that it shows a youthful, fresh energy even if you are not young in years. This is about approaching life with curiosity and openness, being willing to learn and grow, staying mentally agile and adaptable. You are not getting stuck in old ways of thinking. You are evolving, and that evolution is going to open up possibilities that would not be available to a more rigid mindset. The 7th card is the High Priestess, and Aries, when this card appeared, I knew your reading was touching on something deeply spiritual and divinely guided. The High Priestess is one of the most mystical cards in the entire deck. She represents intuition, inner knowing, hidden knowledge, and connection to the divine feminine energy. This card is telling me that you are being given access to wisdom and insight that goes beyond ordinary understanding. What does this mean practically for you? It means you are going to know things without knowing how you know them. Your intuition is going to become incredibly strong and accurate. You are going to get feelings about people and situations that turn out to be absolutely correct. You are going to make decisions based on inner guidance that leads you to exactly the right places at exactly the right times. The High Priestess is activating your psychic and intuitive abilities, Aries, and this is going to be a major asset as you move forward. The High Priestess also speaks to secrets and hidden information being revealed. There are things you do not know yet that are going to come to light. These revelations will help you understand your past more clearly and navigate your future more effectively. You might discover information about situations or people that explain so much about why things happen the way they did. The truth is coming out, and it is going to set you free. What I find beautiful about the High Priestess in your reading is that she represents sacred knowledge and spiritual development. You are being invited into a deeper relationship with the divine, with your higher self, with the mysterious forces that guide and protect you. This might manifest as a pull towards meditation, spiritual study, energy work, or simply spending more time in quiet reflection. Listen to that pull, Aries, because it is leading you somewhere important. The High Priestess is also about trusting the timing of your life. She sits between the pillars of dark and light, holding the space of in-between. Sometimes you are not meant to take action yet. Sometimes you are meant to wait, observe, and listen. The High Priestess is teaching you the power of patience and the wisdom of knowing when to move and when to be still. As someone with Aries energy, you probably prefer action, but right now there is magic in the pause, in the not knowing, in the trusting that everything is unfolding perfectly even when you cannot see the full picture yet. The eighth card is the Two of Swords, and this is about decision-making and clarity cutting through C. On fusion, the Two of Swords traditionally shows someone blindfolded, holding two swords in balance, and able to see clearly or make a choice. But in your reading, I am seeing this as the releasing of that blindfold, the dropping of illusions. The moment when you finally see what you need to see to make the right decision. You might be facing a choice or a crossroads right now, Aries. There might be two paths in front of you, two options that both seem valid, two possibilities pulling you in different directions. The Two of Swords is saying that you do have the clarity you need to choose wisely. You just need to take off the blindfold, which means confronting truth even if it is uncomfortable. Seeing situations and people as they really are, not as you wish they were. And trusting your own judgment over outside opinions. What I am picking up with this card is that you have been avoiding looking at something directly. Maybe it felt easier to stay in the middle, to not commit, to keep your options open. But the Two of Swords is pushing you towards a decision point. You cannot stay in limbo forever. At some point you have to choose your path and move forward with conviction. The good news is that you have all the information and insight you need now to make the right choice for yourself. The Two of Swords is also about mental balance and peace of mind. Once you make your decision and commit to your path, you are going to experience such relief and clarity. The mental gymnastics and second-guessing can end. You can stop torturing yourself with what-if scenarios. You can trust that you made the best choice possible with the information available and move forward with confidence. What strikes me about the Two of Swords in your reading is that it appears after the High Priestess. This tells me that your intuition and inner knowing are going to guide you to the right decision. You do not need endless external validation or advice. You need to tune into your own wisdom, listen to what your gut is telling you, and have the courage to act on that knowing even if it goes against what others think you should do. The ninth card is the King of Swords, and Aries, this is such a powerful card of mastery, authority, and intellectual sovereignty. The King of Swords is the ultimate decision maker, the person who sees through nonsense, the leader who makes tough calls with clarity and fairness. This card is showing me that you are stepping into a role of authority and leadership in some area of your life. You are becoming the king or queen of your domain. What does the King of Swords represent for you specifically? It means you are developing or have developed incredible mental clarity and the ability to make decisions from a place of logic and wisdom rather than emotion. You are going to be able to assess situations objectively, see all sides of an issue, and come to conclusions that serve the highest good. People are going to come to you for advice and guidance because they recognize your ability to see clearly and speak truth. The King of Swords is also about standards and boundaries. You are no longer willing to accept mediocrity or tolerate behavior that does not align with your values. You have clear standards for yourself and for how others treat you. You communicate those standards clearly and enforce them consistently. This might make some people uncomfortable because they were benefiting from your lack of boundaries, but that is their problem, not yours. The King of Swords knows that healthy boundaries create healthy relationships and situations. What I love about this card in your reading is that it shows you owning your power fully. The King of Swords does not second-guess himself, does not apologize for his clarity, does not dim his light to make others comfortable. He stands in his truth with confidence and authority. This is who you are becoming, Aries. You are stepping into your full power as a leader, thinker, and communicator. You are going to influence and inspire others through your clarity and strength. The King of Swords also indicates success in any endeavors that require mental acuity, strategic thinking, or communication skills. If you are working on projects that involve writing, speaking, teaching, legal matters, negotiations, or any field where intelligence and clear thinking are assets, you are going to excel. This card is promising success and recognition for your mental gifts and abilities. The 10th and final card in your reading, Aries, is the Eight of Wands, and I have to tell you this is the perfect card to complete your reading because it represents rapid movement and swift manifestation. The Eight of Wands is literally things flying towards you at high speed, messages coming in, opportunities arriving, plans taking off, everything accelerating in the best possible way. After all the preparation, all the growth, all the development that the other cards have shown, the Eight of Wands is saying now, everything is happening now. What the Eight of Wands promises is that the waiting is over. Things that have been delayed or moving slowly are suddenly going to pick up speed dramatically. You are going to see movement in areas where things felt stuck. Communication is going to flow. Opportunities are going to present themselves rapidly. You might feel like you need to move quickly to keep up with everything that is happening. This is exciting energy, Aries. This is what you have been waiting for. I am seeing with the Eight of Wands that things are going to come together faster than you expected. You might have thought certain goals or dreams were months or years away, but the Eight of Wands is showing acceleration of timelines. What you thought would take a long time might manifest surprisingly quickly. Be ready to move fast, make decisions rapidly, and seize opportunities as they appear because they are coming at you with speed. The Eight of Wands also represents travel, movement, and change of location for some of you. There might be trips, relocations, or expanded horizons ahead. Even if you do not physically travel, you are going to expand your reach and influence beyond your current sphere. Your life is getting bigger, Aries. Your world is opening up. You are moving beyond limitations and restrictions into a space of greater freedom and possibility. What really gets me about the Eight of Wands as your final card is that it confirms everything the other cards have been building towards. You have done the work shown by the Ten of Wands. You have developed strategy shown by the Seven of Swords. You are transitioning forward shown by the Six of Swords. You have the dynamic energy shown by the Five of Wands. You are moving into abundance shown by the Nine of Pentacles. You have new ideas and clear communication shown by the Page of Swords. You have spiritual connection and intuition shown by the High Priestess. You can make clear decisions shown by the Two of Swords. You are in your power shown by the King of Swords. And now with the Eight of Wands everything is launching. So let me bring this all together for you, Aries, because this reading is telling such an incredible story of divine elevation and success. God, the universe, whatever you want to call this benevolent force, is absolutely lifting you up in ways you never imagined possible. Everything you have been through was preparation for what you are stepping into now. You are becoming a living, breathing success story. What you love, what you truly desire, what you have been working towards is absolutely yours for the taking. The cards are showing me that you have completed a major cycle of challenge and hard work. You have carried heavy burdens with grace. You have developed strength, wisdom, and resilience. Now you are being rewarded for all of that. You are moving into a phase of your life where things flow more easily, where abundance is natural, where success is inevitable. You are being positioned for victory in every area that matters to you. Your intuition is heightened right now. Your mind is sharp and clear. Your ability to communicate and influence is at an all-time high. You are making decisions from a place of wisdom and authority. You are standing in your power fully and unapologetically. And everything you have been building is about to take off at rapid speed. This is your time, Aries. This is your moment. Everything is lining up perfectly for you. I want you to trust what you are feeling inside. Trust the excitement, the anticipation, the sense that something big is about to happen, because it absolutely is. The divine is orchestrating circumstances in your favor. Doors are opening. Opportunities are coming. People who can help you are being brought into your path. Everything you need is being provided at exactly the right time. What you love is truly yours for the taking, but you have to be willing to reach out and grab it. You have to be willing to believe you deserve it. You have to be willing to step up and claim what is rightfully yours. The universe has done its part by arranging everything perfectly. Now you have to do your part by moving forward with confidence and faith. You have everything you need within you to succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Can you feel the energy of this reading? Can you sense the power and potential that is available to you right now? I hope you can, because it is so strong. You are about to surprise yourself with what you are capable of achieving. You are about to step into a version of yourself that is more successful, abundant, confident, and powerful than you have ever been before. Get ready, Aries, because your life is about to change in the most beautiful ways possible. Everything you have hoped for is on its way to you now. Trust the process, trust yourself, and watch the magic unfold.